welcome back to the NADRAH Show! Episode
5
2
9.
Enjoy! Have you ever wondered how a traffic light works?
With just one button, everything stops.
Now, what's the magic behind here, Nadhrah?
Let's break it down.
Let's say there are 3 traffic lights, 1 for the pedestrian and 2 for the highways of opposite directions.
With each of the traffic light having 2 states, which are green and red. Let's say the default state of these traffic lights are when the traffic lights of the highways are green and the pedestrian are red, and when the person pushes a button, the traffic lights of the highway turns red and the pedestrian turns green, and the pedestrians are able to walk.
Okay, so basically we're using the laptop and the board, Altera board DE1. Okay, so basically
Okay guys, so now let's have a look at the magic behind all these traffic lights. So what you're looking at right now is the coding, and we are using the program Quartus. So there are 3 parts to this coding. The first part of this coding from line 1 to 9 is basically the declaration of terms, and there are 2 always blocks. So we have used 6 LEDs because each of the traffic light has 2 states, which are green and red. So the first always block is basically for converting the 50 megahertz clock to make the delay become 1 second, so that we can see the transition whenever it changes states. I did it and identified that it takes about 25 mega times to get to 1 second. So that's basically the gist of the first always block. So the second always block is the one that controls the main part of the traffic lights. So set is the button, so whenever anyone presses the button, the set becomes high, and whenever the button is off, it becomes 0. And we have declared 2 states, which are state 0 and state 1. In state 0, the highway green will be on and the pedestrian red will be on. So the 2 highway lights will be on. At this state, pedestrian cannot walk, and this is the default condition. So whenever the button is on, as mentioned, the set becomes 1 and the state becomes the second state, which is number 1 state. So in this state, the highway red 1 is on, the highway red is on, and the pedestrian green is on. So this is when pedestrian can walk. So that's basically the gist of it.
I said that we input the clock means the clock will be moving. The clock will be moving behind it, like we can't see it because we input the switch button. So as you can see here, this is if set equals to 0, where the button is at the default state, and you can see the default condition, which is the highway both are green. What I mean by both are green is when there are 2 ways, highways. So both of it will be green and the pedestrian will be red. So this is the default condition. So if we go to set 1, we go to the when highway is red, both road is red and the pedestrian is green. So as you can see, if I go back to set 0, it will go back to default condition. Let's just look at the delay. There you go, there's the delay. We can't really figure out how to, we can't really input the delay inside it because it will not affect the hardware. So we will do an automatic delay where when the condition changing, it will wait till the clock gets to the positive edge. That's when the journey from the clock, the condition to go to the positive edge, that's the delay of it. So when it reaches to the positive edge clock, it will go back to the default condition. The condition we want it to be. Thank you.
Okay guys, that's
So
all
from us.
See you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.